All right. After a little bit of a delay, we're ready to go. Pokemon Red Race. Runners are all readied up. Get the callouts selected.
Yeah, how's everyone doing? Happy Pokemon Sunday, Ward, and everyone else in chat. Hopefully, everyone's doing good. We got 2 races today, which I'm very excited about. This is the semifinals stage of this, so we're at the do or die point for everybody. Only the winner gets to move on from any of these races. And so just to remind everyone of who's commentating, I am Econ Sean, the speedrunning economics professor, and this is Ward.
Hi, yep, Ward Potiar, back to commentate another Hwangbro race today. Just gave the runners their green light, and they should be heading off momentarily.
Yeah, I don't know about you. I wanted to commentate one of the races, so I signed up to commentate the Simple and the race yesterday, which had Simple and SL Weed in it. And I wanted to do that because Simple and SL Weed are the people who knocked me out of the tournament. And so I was like, oh yeah, be thematic, right? I had to play SL Weed twice, SL Weed had to play Simple twice, so it's good. So then I can cheer one of them on. And now I'm happy that they didn't choose me to commentate that race, given that it was over in about 15 minutes. So if today's race is over in 15 minutes, then I'm going to be extremely sad. But I think that all 3 of these people, they're going to give us some quality entertainment, I think.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd be really surprised to see a short race or a race that's decided right away here. 3 very prolific racers, experienced runners of this category, all very familiar with their strategies, know what they're doing, know plenty of backups for backups. Should be good.
Yeah, and hopefully they just have the perseverance to keep going. I think that when you're in a race like this that's do or die, people are going to be taking some risks, and so you never know when someone's going to just drop a couple minutes here or there. Obviously, there's some time drops that are worse than others, but it can be the case that people can come back in races. We've seen it before, right? SquareRootofSheep was definitely not poised to advance the last race, and then Yuji died a bunch at the very end of the race in a heartbreak and allowed Square to come back. So really anything is possible in these races.
Yuji, of course, having some terrible luck at the ending stretch of his runs in round 1 and the previous round. So we do have a couple runners here, Hwangbro and SquareRootofSheep, who are familiar with the any percent category. So they will have these intro text boxes leading up to the Squirtle, very well timed. I'm not sure if Alan has run.
I think Alan's actually on okay pace. Alan's is a bit behind. I think Alan's pace is good too. But yeah, Hwangbro, you can see, Hwangbro is just a little bit ahead. I think that coming into this race, Hwangbro is a favorite coming into this race, and that's how I would frame it. I think that, Hwangbro is someone who, he didn't get the world record by just casually playing the game and then just trying for it one day and then doing it. He sits around for hours grinding out these very small things that are going to give him edges, and it doesn't necessarily always translate to races, right? When you're going for world records, you tend to prioritize going for plays that are a little bit risky. But I think Hwangbro is smart enough, and he's been doing enough races that he's going to adapt to that sort of style. He's a very cerebral player, a very cerebral person. He's thinking about, okay, how do I optimize given the situation? How do I plan out these contingencies? How do I work on my mechanics such that I'm going to be better? You know what he was doing the last time he was streaming? He was practicing freaking Blaine text boxes for that entire fly bar to end split. He was just practicing individual sections of that to try and clear the text boxes frames faster than otherwise. So he's someone who's putting in the time and the effort to get there.
I've definitely joined in on those streams watching Hwangbro grind text boxes for hours at a time. You learn a lot about the game when you get to watch that. unironically.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Yeah, because he's focusing on like the smallest of margins to work on things, because that's where he's at in his speedrunning career. He is starting off a little bit behind though. Had a little bit of a slow rival fight, but
Alan makes it through Route 1 without an encounter. SquareRootofSheep running into his first encounter, level 2 rat. He will kill that for XP. Then hope for no encounters from there.
Yeah. And level 3 Pidgey, you don't want to see level 3 Pidgey's such a pain to kill, but it's early enough that you're probably going to get another one. Level 3 Rattata is going to kill that.
Alright, let's see how it goes for Alan. See if he knows the optimal movement.
Oh, yeah, he's got to move right here. Yeah, I think he knows. I wonder if he's going to shortcut. No shortcuts, okay. No risky shortcuts through the bush. He does do the swag hop over the is that faster? I don't know if it's faster to do the swag hop, but you can't get an encounter in that tile of grass, so that's why people hop over there, is because it looks cool.
I'm just citing Hwangbro here. He said previously that there is no difference between doing the swag grass and regular movement. It's just cool.
Yeah, Hwangbro with another encounter. Is that his third encounter? That's rough. 3 encounters on the way up is a bad time.
We're getting the first tile encounter.
Alan is at 0 encounters still. You do want 1 encounter. I think having like 0 is worse than having 2. I think I would rather have 2 than 0 encounters.
Yeah,
0 is kind of a painful
encounter.
number.
0 XP or late XP is rough, especially in a race.
In a race it's rough. Getting an encounter in the forest can be really risky because you really don't want to kill a Weedle. You don't want to run into a Pikachu in the forest. That can be very scary. So, and also, like, these runners are doing extended manip, so they're going to lose extra tiles of grass that they have to get encounters. So, like, Alan getting a level 2 encounter, perfect.
Yep, that's ideal for him. And if you were to see no encounters all the way from here till Viridian, that would be a perfect Route 1 for him.
Yeah, that would be a pretty insane start. And honestly, I think that Alan and Square need as much of a time bank as they can get. I think that, I mean, obviously all 3 of these runners are very, very capable in their own right. They've all have really good PBs on the leaderboard. They've all had pretty clean routes to get here. I guess Square has had a pretty messy route to get to this point. Square has been sort of barely scraping by the skin of his teeth, but Square, very accomplished runner, so can get there. But I think that overall you expect Hwangbro to be just a little bit better in these margins. I think that someone was pointing out earlier that currently ranked number 1 on the SRL ELO leaderboards, overtaking Araya, who is in the finals as well. So we could have number 1, number 2 in the finals, which would be pretty.
So the yellow leaderboard.
No, in the like the race leaderboards, like it keeps track of your ELO, your rating, right?
Oh,
and so
ELO.
after
Okay,
each
I thought you said yellow.
Yeah.
I was like, are there?
Oh no,
ELO.
Yeah. So yeah, it keeps track of your ELO there, so your rating, and so so apparently he's number 1 on that rating list.
Alan going for the Nidoran Manip, first one to head there. Hwangbro looks like he's gonna be coming up next, saving for it. He does get his encounter.
Yeah, and hoping for no either bad luck or bad mechanics on this, but I think all these runners shouldn't drop this or do anything weird.
See if they do go for these extended paths.
Yeah, I don't know all the paths, but I don't know if you know all the paths or not, but it's
if
not all of them.
Alan's doing anyone,
I know
he's
some
doing
of them.
an old version of it at this point.
So we got up is the path I like to call Super Sign. So Alan has a path there. So I don't know if Alan does the new paths or the old paths, but up is a path.
He did the right before going up, so it looks like the old paths.
Yeah, awesome. And we'll see if he can extend it, but for now I'm gonna look over at Hwangbro and SquareRoot, who
Hwangbro doing the new path. Let's see if he gets one.
Also got up, also got the path that I like to call Super Sign. Oh, but the NPC went a different direction? I don't think the NPC went the correct direction. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with this one.
Yeah, it didn't go the right direction. Yeah, up, the NPC would have to go right, it went left, so Hwangbro missed it. SquareRoot, on the other hand, is going to get a Pidgey. Nice.
Yep, Alan got his bird as well.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I wonder if he just he must have just missed it because I mean, if you miss it by a little bit, then the NPC RNG is completely random. So, and
Alan with his
like
bird
Alan,
is a few steps ahead of Hwangbro with Square just heading into the forest.
yeah, and Alan and Square are going to be quite significantly ahead of Hwangbro now, just because Hwangbro doesn't have a Pidgey right now, whereas Square and Alan do.
Opportunity coming up with this Weedle fight. We'll check the specials of the Squirtle, and that can also determine what Hwangbro decides to do. If he were to have a bad special, probably go for the backup bird manip.
Yeah,
He might
it's
just
so
go
nice
for it
to have
anyway.
a bird there. It's so nice.
I think some people were talking about just going for the backup bird anyway in a race scenario.
I think it can be safe. I think that I have a good time catching wild birds on Route 4, I think it is. It's Route 4, right? I think is the lead up to Mount Moon. Whatever the lead up to Mount Moon is. I have a good experience catching birds there, but I understand not wanting to catch birds there. If you don't hit a bird to below like 2/3 of its HP, then it's a like 78% chance to catch. And even though you do have an extra Pokeball, losing that extra buffer is really bad.
Alan and Hwangbro are both getting poisoned by the Weedle.
Yeah, not what you want to
Alan
see
having
at
to
all.
potion up.
Poison's so irritating. It takes an extra text box. You gotta wait that long lag period for the poison to tick. Very unfortunate. Hwangbro looks like he's not gonna have a potion in the fight, though. That's really potioning in the fight is bad comparing to potion to out of the fight. It takes a lot of time.
Check the special. Nah, flash is too quick. Wasn't able to check it.
He might know already. He might have flashed it beforehand and we just missed it.
Yeah, it does look like he's doing the tile or his menu on this tile here.
Yeah, I think Hwangbro's gonna. Oh, he's not gonna back it up. He walked to the tile that would be the Pidgey tile. Oh no, maybe it was one below the
Yeah,
Pidgey
it was
tile.
one below, but it was weird that he continued moving, I guess. But maybe just buffering.
Did he take
the
a
start.
poison tick?
No, it didn't
No.
look like it. Maybe it only took like 2 steps.
Yeah, some swag. He knows how far he can move before he takes that poison tick.
So Hwangbro, the only one heading into Brock without a bird. For his sake, he does have good specials, so the Brock fight is.
Oh, Alan doing the accidental slot 3 buffer. I hate it when that happens. You get a lot better at it the more that you do it, but it's so easy on that shop menu to press down and then A, and if you hold down for too long, then you get the double input there. Very annoying. Yeah, even though Hwangbro is first to the gym, not actually ahead at all. It should be pretty close. Yeah, Alan's timer is like a couple seconds behind, so overall it's actually pretty close. I think Hwangbro not having to potion in that fight actually was a pretty big time saver.
Yep. Hwangbro definitely more on pace with Square than Alan
Yeah,
at the moment.
he has good special, so this fight's and got 2 defense curls, so this fight should be completely free from here on out, barring some really crazy shenanigans from the Onyx here.
Bad special for Alan.
Yeah, a little scary HP. I'm wondering if he's going to potion on the Nidoran switch. That's something that you can do that I don't really mind when your Squirtle has bad HP, because the Nidoran taking damage is not super ideal, but it's a little bit better than switching in and then potioning. And honestly, you don't want to switch in anyways because you don't want to take a tackle crit. So yeah, going to potion here. Makes sense. And gets a Screech.
So
Good. Not going to get punished for it.
I guess I might have wanted to see Bide there to get the one less turn to skip, but...
Yeah, Screech is a very slow move, but yeah, looks like Hwangbro is going to be through. Square going to be on the Onyx. I didn't see if Square has a good special or not. Must have good
Stalling
special.
tail whip for Bide here.
Yeah, Bide can be a little slow in that regard. You got to wait it out. Yeah, but he has good special, so totally fine shape. Yeah, so honestly, that kind of evens things up a little bit. So everybody's sort of on the same pace, except for Hwangbro just doesn't have a bird, but everybody else is in a very similar spot.
Yep, that little bit of healing that Alan had to do definitely let Square catch up to him, and looks like everyone's going to be finishing up Brock at just about the same time, and heading out into Route 3.
Yeah, Square had a really good wheel fight, right? Didn't get poisoned at all, whereas the other 2 did, so definitely had a little bit of better luck here. First part of this run is just like, you really have to let the RNG sort of fall into place. Like, I'm hoping that players don't try and do any shortcuts here. I think that the sort of way to play this for any of these runners is to let the early sort of RNG play out and to see, you know, okay, what are people's paces going out of Mount Moon, and then at that point you can decide to up your risk level or decrease your risk level if you're ahead. I think that's how people should play this setting where you're in a must-win situation.
Hwangbro starting this fight well. Or did take a tackle from the Caterpie right away.
If you take too many, it's pretty bad, because if you have to potion twice, it's really annoying. But for the it's very unlikely to happen. The worst thing that can happen is that you miss the double horn attack range. It never feels good on the first Caterpie. I think that's... Oh, you can also miss a horn attack tackle range on the Weedle, too. That also feels bad.
Of course, if you were to make it through this fight without taking much damage, you can go into the short sky fight without healing.
Yeah, that would be nice.
In a race scenario, you might just decide to heal anyway, but...
Yeah, Square got he missed the 2-turn KO on the Caterpie, which is a bummer. The double horn attack without a string shot badge boost is not super duper likely to 2-shot it, but so it's always painful when you have to tackle that first Caterpie. Oh, that was a okay, that was an enemy Caterpie tackle missing. I thought that was Hwangbro's tackle missing.
Yeah, I thought that for a second as well.
It's funny, you tackle enough times in a run that like you'd expect a tackle to miss, right? You're probably using like 20 tackles in a run, which means that on average one should miss. But it always feels bad. It always feels like tackle misses so often, and it always feels bad when it does.
Hwangbro heading right into the fight here. It's like Square doing his healing on the first tile there.
Yeah, I mean, if you feel like you're liable to forget it if you walk forward, then I don't mind it. Whatever helps you remember. Forgetting to heal before the fight is way worse. So I think it's a small time difference. Oh, getting crit there. Oh, but that's fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. This rat has very scary if it crits you. It can be very scary. It can put you in very scary situations where if it crits you on a turn where you have to you like have to choose between potioning up and risking another crit or whatever.
He's gonna have to heal.
Yeah, that is healing on the first turn wrap is not the worst thing of all time. Getting a 3-turn wrap, okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
Does Alan have to heal? That did 5. Alan at like -2 there for that to deal 5. Oh my gosh, more wraps for Hwangbro. Ekin says no thanks. You can't get past me today.
No, not getting wrapped in we're in the blue unwrap. Yeah,
get back up to Hwangbro here. And technically, SquareRootofSheep might be in the lead here, considering he has a...
Yeah, SquareRoot got like maybe a 15-20 second edge, something like that. I guess a 20-second edge, right? Because you have to run into the bird and then catch it. So it's something along those lines.
A virtual on-screen thing from Square and Hwangbro heading into the fight.
I don't. Something weird is happening with your mic. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of fading out a little teeny bit. I don't know what's going on, but we'll see if that keeps up. If that keeps up, I'll let you know. Everyone on the Kakuna.
How am I doing?
Seems a little better. Yeah, it seems a little. Yeah. So hopefully it'll stay that way. Yeah, it was fine for the first little bit, and then it's sort of cutting out just a teeny bit. That's okay. Oh my god, Hwangbro at 3 HP? What is happening? Got wrecked by the Caterpie. But that's actually good. It'll set red bar, which is great. So having red bar for the section is really, really nice. Hwangbro probably has to heal before the next fight. It's a little scary. I think Tackle Crit can kill. 5 HP. 5 HP is so nice having red bar here, but
yeah, you can definitely die from 5 health here. I've lived out, or in my previous race, I lived with 1 HP from this Caterpie, or from 6.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, Tackle Crit does 5 or 6, I think. So yeah, you don't want to risk a Tackle Crit. I think it does 5 most of the time. So yeah, you just don't want to risk that. So gonna potion correctly. I mean, he's gonna have to use the potion anyways. It's just the only time cost is it loses you the red bar and it loses you 1 extra menu open. Double string shot actually not great here because it means that the Metapod is speed tied coming up. I'm pretty sure, or it outspeeds you. I'm not sure which one, but it's very troll. Yeah.
You're missing the range on the Metapod there. Like he's 1 HP off.
Yeah, and Hwangbro. Yeah, I need to check horn attack counts. That's gonna be the next important thing. I think Hwangbro's using his. He's going down to 4 here. Oh no, he's going down to 4 here. Okay. Yeah, and Square Root's off. Square Root is at the entrance.
Saving. Select his palette for the movement and head in. Of course, Square infamously hit one of the frame 36, 37 backups during last year's tournament in I believe his first round race. Very familiar, and I'm sure he's familiar with the new paths as well.
Mm-hmm. Fine, gonna get level 6. That's good. You can tackle this, and it's pretty. It should be safe to catch. Should always catch here, which is good. Eating a gust, not a big deal because he has to potion anyways. So yeah, clean catch.
Alan setting up for.
Oh, he's going for
for Enter Moon.
For Enter Moon manip. Yeah, interesting. And Hwangbro gonna be on the manip. Yeah, so Hwangbro quite a bit behind here, but not an insane amount. This is not unrecoverable by any means.
Just a bad bridge rival can change this around. Even Moon Rocket could have something to say about the difference between the runners right now.
Yeah, there's so many things. You can die to Misty. You can have a bad boat rival fight. Like, there's so many things. You have Fly Split Red Bar.
So far, so good for Square. Personally, I don't know much about the Route 3.
Yeah, I have no clue.
So.
Yeah, well, if he gets an encounter, he messed it up. If he didn't get an encounter, then it's all good. So if you see an encounter on Alan's screen before, like, Square Root gets an encounter, then probably he messed up. If it's after, then maybe he got it.
Don't want to see IGTs for any of these runners. It can be a very painful way to lose some time.
If you get an IGT here, it's not that bad. If like for where Square is at right now, if you get an IGT here, it's not the end of the world. You just save and do the backup. But yeah, there is a couple of IGTs that are just atrocious.
This one coming up in this room, I think, is probably the worst.
It's pretty bad. It's not great. Yeah, it's right there. So he didn't get it.
Yeah, but he does make it through.
It says Zubat right there, which I remember that because I remember practicing this manip and I always got that Zubat and thought I was messing up. No, just turns out that sometimes the game says, "Sorry, you're gonna get a Zubat on this tile."
Yeah, there is an encounter on that tile if you miss the A press on the stairs.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's a different level Zubat, I think.
Yeah, Square definitely got that A press. Definitely cleared that text box in time. Oh gosh, I jinxed it! Oh no, that's so unlucky. I thought he cleared it in time. I thought that
just
looked
put him at
good.
an awkward health too, eating the scratch from the Paris.
Yeah,
he's at 32.
He has 8 potions though. He's fine on potions. He has so many potions there that it's fine. He can do the backup on the way out. That's very unfortunate. I don't know if he missed that or not. But okay, so Alan can get the Paris. Could have been IGT. Oh, that looks slow. I don't. Yeah, he knows. He knows that he missed it. He knows that he missed it. He ran away. I like that a lot. If you know you miss it, just run.
So,
although
like
actually,
that,
just
you
throw
didn't even have to
Pokeball,
wait for Moon Rocket. Now, Hwangbro could potentially take the lead with the other two having to resave for their manips, and Hwangbro does get his Paris.
Yeah, so all things balance out in the end. Hwangbro missed the extended, missed the Pidgey, had to catch it earlier. Square and Alan gonna miss the catch on the Paris. They got through the hard part though, the majority of it though. Missing the Paris is not that bad into the grand scheme of things, just like a 20-second time
Square does get
loss.
confused.
Oh yeah, getting confused. Oh, he's through the Zubat. That's good. Alan with
a
return
really
fight there.
Clean rocket fight for him. There was a confusion fail and then a confusion hit. But he hit through it.
Okay, so Alan wants to see all Leech Lives here. Just all Leech Lives all the time, and he should be through. Alright, so Alan's good. Barring a Gen 1 miss, should be fine. Gen 1 miss there, you die.
Yeah.
It's bad, but
Alright.
everybody saves before this fight, so...
Hwangbro
wow,
pretty-
Hwangbro only
pretty
took
firm.
one hit from the Rattata. That's actually very nice.
Yeah,
Except for
turn
did
one
he get-
leech
No,
life
that's
is-
just a crit.
Pretty good.
Yeah, if he got
One
tail
more
up, this might be like... no, it's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, he got a tail whip, but it didn't matter.
3 drama-free moon rockets. Perfect.
Nice. We love to see it. Everything is gonna be so even coming out of Mount Moon. Which honestly, if I were Square and Alan, I would be quaking in my boots a little bit. It's against Hwangbro, you want to be like, you want as much leeway as possible, so that way later on when Hwangbro is perfectly buffering these blame text boxes, and you're losing like quarters of seconds here and there that are going to add up in that last split. You really want to have as much of a time bank saved up as possible when you get to that point.
I think Alan and Square are definitely confident in, let's say, like their flute to end sections, a heavy, execution-based section of the game. But I would still, if I'm facing Hwangbro, I'd probably still want
Yeah, you still, I mean,
30-second to 5-minute buffer, maybe.
Yeah, I went into I told Hwangbro recently, I was like, yeah, I had a like 23, 30 flute to end or something like that. I was like, yeah, it's like the best flute to end I've ever had. Or not 23, 43, 30, not 23, 30. A 43, 30 flute to end. I was like, yeah, it's the best I've had. I'm so excited about it. And he was like, and he basically told me like, yeah, if a top runner should always get that even without Silphar, which I hadn't that. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
he has very high standards for what is good and what isn't. He's grinding that for everything, so...
Yeah, so it's getting grim when you start comparing your splits to runners up in that area of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Square saving up for his post-nerd backup. Let's see where this places him as he
a water gun
catches
disable.
his way out of the bridge.
Scary disable there. Very, very scary.
Alan also gonna have to save here.
Yeah, both are going to be in very similar spots. Actually, everyone's just going to be in a similar spot. Like, Hwangbro should get out of here at around the same time. It should be very, very close.
As long as Square catches his pair, so it's definitely a clear lead for him.
Yeah, it should be a smallish lead. I guess, yeah, Hwangbro got put pretty far behind early, so I guess it's more substantial than I thought. Oh, Alan's also a couple seconds ahead, I think, so that puts Alan a little bit further behind too. But yeah, Square's out. 25-50 Moon, very respectable. It's okay.
The gap is led up to RNG here with hopefully no counters for Hwangbro. So far so good, only one more tile. He does make it out.
Yeah,
So
only like
he's-
15 seconds behind. It's very close. Super, super close. And Alan right behind that.
Of course, coming out of Moon, the runners will have their comparisons up, know how far they are ahead or behind, be able to calculate their risks going through the bridge split.
Yeah, I mean, I think for all of them, you expect them to play safe at this point. There's still a lot of... given that they're all very close, you still expect to see a lot of variance on bridge. You expect to see a lot of variance on fly split, depending on whether you get red bar set up. I do expect all of them to try and set up red bar if it's feasible to do so, because it's such a big difference in time, and it's much better than trying to gamble on Silphar later on. It's so much better odds of succeeding.
Yeah. Well, definitely, in this round, definitely going to see more runners going for, or making sure that they go for red box traps and not playing that quickly playing with fly spin. That just because of the quality of the runners they're up against, and the fact that heading into bridge, they are very close together.
Yeah, I think like Flybar in particular, like you should. There's so many good setups that are on like Slowpoke, which has a very low probability to kill you. There's a lot of good setups for the fly split red bar that exist that are not very high risk for your run to die for that. So I expect people to go for that.
Square having to swap out to Bird here against Kyoto.
Yeah, I get sand attacked too many times. You gotta do that. It's very unfortunate. Very big time sink when that happens. But at least Oh, okay. I didn't know if that horn attack would kill or not. It was like slightly higher HP than Hwang's was, so could have been scary if that didn't kill, but it did. So everyone's so even.
Everyone right on top of each other now. Hwangbro might just have a couple pixels of the lead here.
Yeah, not getting the sand attack is huge. Yeah, getting the sand attack, having to switch out is a pretty big time sink. Yeah, lose a square the lead. Oh, Alan is in a scary spot. Got a Leech Seed and missing a Mega Punch. If he got a Growl there, that could have been very, very scary. You really don't want to have to switch out on the Bulbasaur either. Oh, he gets a Growl. I don't think Mega Punch kills anymore. Oh, Mega Punch might. No, but he got Leech Seeded. I don't think this kills. Yeah, it's going to live at like 1 HP. Unfortunate.
You did hit Mega Punch though, so you can finish it off with more attack.
Yeah. So it'll be fine. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Gonna be a little bit of time loss. At least he doesn't have to switch out. I think if you get growled too many times, the Bulbasaur sort of stabilizes with the Leech Lives and the growls, and then you don't have a choice but to switch out. Fortunately, they're not playing with instant text, so that's not a worry.
Yeah, if you miss that Mega Punch,
yeah, there are a lot of fights on this bridge where you can get trolled very hard by missing Mega Punch or missing Mega Punch ranges. As you see from Hwangbro's screen, it's a range on this Caterpie. It's a pretty good range, I think, but still a range. And now it's going to sync up Square and Hwangbro perfectly that he missed that, so wow, beautiful.
Just as I went to switch their audio, they sync back up.
Yeah, I'm curious if Hwangbro is going to go for a red bar setup here. It's very likely that Hwangbro is going to have potential to set up red bar on the Mankey here by taking an extra Karate Chop. I think it's pretty safe to go for it this high of HP if he takes a little bit more damage. Square probably not going to end up going for that.
Yeah, he's going to need to take a couple more attacks here before he gets to the Mankey. Oh, he gets the attack, but it fails.
That's lucky. Yeah, that's really, really lucky. Really, really, really lucky. It's a 25% chance for any status move like Sand Attack or Growl or anything like that to fail because Gen 1 coding is a mystery to everyone. So getting that 25% feels very nice when you get Sand Attack. Oh, Alan missing the range? Not sure what to do after missing that kind of flub around the menu.
With the crit. Yeah, for the extra text box to make it extra painful.
Yeah, not a good sign for Alan of having to sort of flub around, not really having a plan for missing that range. It is a range, it's not fun to miss, but it does happen sometimes.
Yeah, and he's at a health total at the moment that makes it pretty awkward for any kind of red bar strats.
Yeah, I think Hwangbro's going to be the only one that maybe goes for a horn attack on the Mankey. Oh, Square missing the range and getting the wrap. Very unfortunate. I think the range on this Ekans is very good, but it's not 100% range, and this is about the worst thing that can happen. Very unlucky.
Yeah, and it continues to get worse. Was that a 4-turn wrap?
It was 3 or 4 turns, I think. It was a bad one. Getting hit by the wrap at all is just not a good deal. It's very unlucky to have that happen, too. Okay, Alan's going to get past the Ekans. That's good. None of these people have Moon XP, so don't have to worry about that. Yeah. But yeah, Hwangbro's sitting in a comfier spot. Okay, missing the range again on the... Everyone's missing the ranges on these are good ranges. It's not common to miss these ranges.
Probably not so many in a row.
Yeah, I've never seen so many on a bridge in one run before. I have, or in one race. I haven't seen so many Mega Punch range misses. It's not very common.
Hwangbro at 24 health, definitely at a comfort.
Yeah, he's going to horn attack this for sure. It's so good. Oh, Square's actually, after getting wrapped a bunch, Square also actually in a pretty good HP range for setting up on the Mankey. I think they'll go for this.
See where they go.
Yeah.
Hwangbro.
It saves a Mega Punch, too. Saving a Mega Punch is always nice. Getting a Leer, unfortunate, but that's okay. See if Square gets it.
Just finish off the fight. That's fine.
Yeah, Square being a little bit behind probably is going to go for it. Yeah, and the Mankey, even if Cry Chops you, can't kill you. Oh, another Leer. Okay, everything's evened up still. Square getting a little bit worse of the RNG there. Now, if you want to get really risky, you can go for red bar setups on the Zubat. You can horn attack the Zubat instead of Mega Punching it. And it's a range to kill. It's you're hoping for a Leech Life from the Zubat. I think it knows Supersonic though, which is obviously very scary.
With both Hwangbro and Square going for that stall turn on the Hwangbro, or on the Alan actually made up some time there, and now he's entering the fight just a couple seconds behind them.
Yeah, while we are busy paying attention to Square and Hwang missing all of their ranges on the Pokemon, because they both missed, they both got trolled pretty hard on some of the ranges. Meanwhile, Alan's been slowly creeping back, having a really nice bridge, not missing any Mega Punches, getting in there, so it's good to see.
So solid runs from everyone. With a low 33 bridge splits.
Yeah, very solid. I think on pace to have a pretty decent time overall. But of course, there's so much RNG. I mean, really, if nothing goes wrong, like you know, all these runs are going to be in the, you know, I'd expect like the 152 range, something like that. Maybe even the 151. If just nothing goes wrong up to the end. But of course, there's always room for something to go wrong in Pokemon Red. There's always room for that.
And you think the HP that Square and Hwangbro are at, do you think it's worth going for the stall and the Machop here?
Oh, they could do that. I mean, the problem with that stall, like, it's so late into this split. I mean, they might go for it. It gives you a couple of fights of Red Bar at the cost of one turn. I don't remember what the HP is for that strat.
Yeah,
it feels like it's a little high to
me. I feel like Hwangbro's is a little high, yeah.
It also depends on your potion count. I know Square's sitting at a very healthy number of potions, so Square is more likely to go for it just because of the high potion count. I don't know about Hwangbro's potion count, though. It should be high. It should be pretty high, I think. Hwangbro had a potion after the Weedle fight, didn't have to potion Brock fight, so I think Hwangbro's potion count should also be high if he wants to go for it. It kind of just, I don't know, the fail state is like not the best. I don't know if it saves you time on average. Like, you're increasing the variance by going for stuff like that. I don't know if these players want to increase their variance or not. Square might want to increase his variance because Square has been sort of getting by the skin of his teeth. Might want to eke out these small edges while he can. I don't think Hwangbro is going to want to increase his variance at all.
No, I think
but we'll see.
These runners can definitely rely on mechanics to get them through and probably not have to rely on risky strats, but that could come in play in people 100 not play anything funny on the top.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're, Square's gonna Mega Punch it. I mean, I think that, like, when you're in a race like this, I mean, any race where you have to win to advance, you really have to consider, okay, what is, not just, like, how good am I? Because all these runners are very good, right? All of these are, like, you know, like, top 20-ish runners somewhere in there. Like, they all have very, very good times. But the thing that you have to consider instead is, okay, well, how good am I relative to my competition? Because if I might be really good at the game, but if I'm worse than the two people I'm racing against, well, then on average, I'm going to be behind. So what's the way to make up for that? Well, the way to make up for that in terms of, okay, how do I win the race? Well, you have to make it so that you have more chances at getting one of your better runs, which is going to involve a little bit more variance here and there. But of course, it's also going to depend on the state of the run of where you're at relative to other people. But, you know, on average, from this point, you expect Hwangbro to have slightly faster times. Maybe not by that much, and there's still a lot of variance involved, but you expect him to have a little bit faster times. Square actually getting him to Red Bar, I think. I think 15's Red Bar here.
I think he's just one off, maybe. But now he's in Red Bar, definitely.
Yeah, now he's definitely in Red Bar. What happened? Did he water gunned an Oddish to get him to Red Bar for a single turn? Was that intentional?
I'm not sure what happened.
That couldn't have been intentional.
I was thinking Absorb, but I wasn't sure. Maybe he just missed Mega Punch.
I mean, maybe he wanted to go for Horn Attack, but why would you go for that instead of Horn? There's no way that might save time. It might save like a 0.01 of a. There's no way it saves time to get Red Bar there. Maybe it does.
We got Hwangbro on the PC for Bill here. Square just about to head into it. Alan just heading into the house. All very close together coming out of the bridge. Way through the Missy split here.
I expect all these people to potion, not have to take a Pokemon Center. I didn't see Alan's HP at the end, but I assume that it's fine. Yeah, I don't know what the Mega Punch PP is. So. I know Hwang and Square both have excess Mega Punches, so they're both doing fine on that. I don't know about Alan though. I didn't see the end of Alan's bridge. I assume that Alan's fine because I don't think Alan missed any Horn Attacks at all.
No center for Hwangbro, you're right. Healing in that menu.
Square gonna take a center? He has 6 potions! Square, what are you doing with all those potions? that's so many. You do not need 6 potions. Square really trying to conserve potions, I guess, or really trying to play it safe. Also, Ward, I'm receiving
part of Square's strategy from the beginning to just he's centering no matter what. I know Square is a very safe character.
Yeah, and Ward, I think your mic is still being a little wonky. So might want to get that. Try checking on that again. See if things get fixed. In the meantime, everyone's coming up on their rocket. Not many bad things can happen on this rocket fight. I think that missing the thrash range on the Machop, not so bad. It's fine. Missing the thrash range on the Drowsy, very scary. It can be very, very scary. You can take a lot of damage from the Drowsy. It can confuse you. It's very troll. Alan also taking a center. I'm a little surprised by that. I am a little bit surprised. The problem that I have with this is that in the previous round, there are sort of people who can qualify who are in 2nd or even 3rd place. There's wildcard rule for the last couple of rounds that if you have a better 3rd place time than the best 2nd place or the worst 2nd place time, then you can always advance. But in this round, there isn't that. Oh, Hwangbro getting confused, but getting through with Thrash anyways. That is nice. That's the worst possible outcome, is getting confused there. So it's yeah. So I think that I in a must-win situation, cutting small corners like that, because the problem with healing to full is that you're way less likely to have a good red bar setup going forward, and having a bad red bar setup, if Hwangbro is the only one that gets a good red bar setup in the fly split, which once you have it set up, it is very low likelihood that you're going to take a bad death. There's only like a couple of weird fights in there, but it's pretty low likelihood you're going to take a bad death. Then everything's going to be okay. Oh, Hwangbro also healed to full. Okay, so everybody's playing pretty safe. Everybody's playing really, really safe here. I think he just potioned to full. He must have potioned to full here. It makes a little sense. The start, I mean, you know, Misty, I think if you're... Oh, getting the X defend. Yeah, the HP's pretty high. Getting a 4-turn Thrash, though, is really nice. Okay, so Hwangbro's through, but at really high HP. Really unlikely to have a red bar setup. See if Square and Alan can get a good red bar setup here. Yeah, nobody wants to take risks here. Everybody wants to stay safe. I think if you're Hwangbro, this is great, because guess what? You're in the lead. You got the mechanics to make it work. Square getting a good bubble beam that's actually very good HP to set up red bar later. I think that I hope that Square's going to go for it. Alan in a similar situation. Alan also had a very similar HP. This could be a very major thing that could allow Square and Alan to catch up if they get that red bar set up, which we'll see if that happens. There's a couple fights where you can get quick attack. There's Boat Rival. Boat Rival can be very, very troll, but we'll see if that happens. I'm very curious. Ward, do you want to try saying something?
Oh.
See it. I hear you. I think. Still, yeah, I heard a thing and then not another thing. That's, yeah. We'll see if we can fix that. Hwangbro hoping for no encounters here, because you can get encounters in these, but it's always tilting because there's only like 2 tiles of encounters here, and then a Mankey pops up and taunts you out of nowhere. Always very lame when that happens. But yeah, Hwang with a fairly comfortable lead. Not absurdly far ahead, but at safe HP. And honestly, this sets up kind of perfectly, because Square and Alan are at the HP they need to be to get a red bar setup, which I think they need to go for. I think they should go for it. I mean, Hwangbro is going to very likely be way too high of HP to go for a red bar setup, but once again, I don't mind it if you're in the lead. If you're in the lead and you want to make safe plays, that's totally fine, because you want to preserve your lead, you want to make it, and you can always make risky plays later. There's still chances for that. For people, if you're behind now, and you're, you know, not playing to get yourself back ahead, it means that you have to take risks later. And taking risks later, the later and later on you go in the Pokemon Red runs, the worse and worse the risks get in terms of the randomness that they give you. Having to get Sylph Bar is like a 50-50 of whether you die or live, whereas getting Fly Split Red Bar is way higher than that. I mean, it's like, 90% to live if you're, if you're setting it up off a Slowpoke, for example, it's like 97% that you live through the setup. So it's very high likelihood that you live. Whereas, so you really, if you're going to take these risks, this split is the time to decide that you're going to take a little bit of a risk. I think this is the time where you got to make a decision about it.
Hi, how am I coming in?
Oh, great! You sound beautiful.
Lovely. Discord's awesome.
Yeah, it happens.
Hwangbro's still in the lead, I see. Heading onto the ship.
Yep, has very comfortable HP. Square and Alan sitting at around 30 to 40 HP. So yeah, they have the chance to set up a red bar and maybe get ahead. Hwang is very unlikely to be able to set it up unless something weird happens.
Assuming there was no drama at Misty.
No, yeah, I mean, Hwangbro got the X defend, but Hwangbro was at full health and then got the Fortune Thrash, so it was totally fine.
Nice.
And then Alan and Square got the Bubble Beam. The non-bad Bubble Beam, I should say. Because Bubble Beam is a scary move for many reasons, right? If you get crit, they're both at almost full health, so crit shouldn't have killed unless it was a high roll.
Okay, so Hwangbro pretty healthy here.
Bad.
What do you think? You think he goes for Kadabar here?
No, I don't think. I think because he has a sizable lead, I don't think you go for it. I think if you were behind, maybe you go for it. But if you have a sizable lead, there's no way. Yeah, that's fine. It's on. It actually could work out. It could set you up for red bar. He's gonna opt. How many Mega Punches does he have? Oh, well, he crits. I mean, Horn Attack is a Mega Punch if you just crit it every time.
Well,
right?
he just missed the one on Rat there, so he might be going low.
Yeah, you need one. You definitely need one. You got to save one for Fortune Thrash Girl. You have to have one for that fight because you don't know what your HP is going to be. You don't know whether you can, and you don't want to do anything there. So.
Square heading down to 14 health. Hwangbro just thrashing down the Ivysaur. So
14's
no
really
for
nice.
Hwangbro.
Yeah, Square's going to be in red bar for a little bit. Going to be at I think 20 HP after the if he doesn't get
17.
hit by anything. Oh, actually, that is a
doesn't
really nice Vine Whip.
Yep.
That's a beautiful Vine Whip.
9 is a great health to head into Surge with.
Yeah, that's amazing, because he's going to level up into 12. It's going to be fine. You can't die to Quick Attack crits at that HP from the Pikachu in that fight, so it should be all good to go. There's only there's still a couple bad things that can happen, but it's less likely. Alan at 24.
Definitely wanted to crit there, but didn't get it.
Yeah, 24 is not too bad, though. It's kind of scary, right? A crit puts you at, like, 17, which you level up to 20. It rules out Sonic Boom, although I don't think people are going to go for Sonic Boom at 24, because then you die to Quick Attack crit from Pikachu, which is scary. So, no, there's no way. So I don't think we're going to see any Gentlemandies here. I don't think we're going to see the Gentleman Candy, which I love, by the way. Gentleman Candy makes the Fly Split, like, the safest of all time, but, Hwangbro is at comfortable enough of HP where there's no way Hwangbro's getting a red bar setup, so there's just, no reason to go for it. I mean, maybe Hwangbro can Bubble Beam some Slowpokes to get a red bar setup. I don't know what the HP lines up for that is, but it might be the case that you can get a setup off of that, but otherwise, you're not going to go for Gentleman Candy. Loses you like half a minute to go for it. It's very costly in terms of time, but it does get you a lot of safety.
Getting into the first major buy, they'll reveal some strategy here. Hwangbro going with the 6 Repel route. And
6 Repel route is the faster one overall, I think.
I believe we're about to see Square go for
too.
3 Repel.
Oh, Hwangbro missed the Bubble Beam. You don't want to teach Dig first. Teaching Dig first is very annoying, so going to be a little bit of cost in terms of time.
And hopefully he does keep that in mind, because that'll come up later on in the run.
Yeah, he didn't teach Dig. He taught it. He hovered over it and got all the text, which is a pretty bad time loss because you have to hit no and then go to the item that you want. So it's not great. But yeah, teaching Dig first is really bad because then your digs and cuts are going to be messed up. Even though it's faster to just teach Dig there at that time, I definitely respect just saying, okay, let's just lose the few seconds. That way I can be in my comfort zone of where things are going to be. And Alan's swapping potions for repels. So Alan's on the 3 repel route, I believe.
Hwangbro doing 60 cans. I believe Square also doing 60.
Is this a new cansman? Is this like a new cansman nip? Is this the old
I'm not
one?
sure how new it is. I only just learned it as this tournament was coming up, but I know Hwangbro has been doing it for a while.
Oh, Square got the IGT! Oh no!
Oh no! So you could,
no, Square with the
reset.
IGT. That's so unlucky with the 58, 60. It's like 59, 60
That's why
cans,
you do
I think,
60.
and it's a 1 in 60 IGT.
He does.
That's so
I'm pretty sure he
unlucky.
knows 60. So
There's a backup though. The backup is that you just do it without and Square definitely knows the backup because Square is a master at these things. So this should work now.
Wait,
if
what is
Square's
this
doing the
backup? What do you do here?
So the backup, you just don't A press. You have no
Okay.
A presses. So basically, if you do the main route and do the A presses, it's like if you hit the IGT, you can always do the backup where you do the exact same pathing, but you just don't press A, and then that backup will work. So you lose the seconds for having to reset, but you don't have to like resave or do cans manually or anything like that. It's a bit annoying, but Square's still in good shape. Square has the juiciest red bar setup that you can have here.
So for nice 4-turn thrash here for Square, and
Yep. And Hwang getting out without consequence there. Gets a quick attack. Quick attack is a little scary. It puts you a little bit low.
but no danger from the Raichu, of course.
No, yeah, it sets up for danger later on. It means that if you miss a Mega
fight.
Punch, you're in a little bit of trouble, but it's not too bad.
So Square and Alan finishing up Surge at just about the same time, but Square having a red bar set up, Alan being very healthy. So Square should be able to pull a little bit ahead here from Alan.
Yeah, and Square, even though Square is a good chunk behind Hwangbro, Square is going to catch all that up in this next split. If everything goes exactly the same RNG wise for both him and Hwangbro, should be able to catch up. Alan might be able to set up red bar off of Squirtle at this HP. Let me check my notes really quick. He's at what, 27, 29?
I didn't see. Somewhere in that range. Yeah, I think this is the Thrash Venonat. And my notes say Thrash Venonat and stalling for a Slowpoke, but let's see what he
Yeah,
decides.
I think 22 to 27 I have as stalling on Slowpoke. And then above that, my notes say Thunderbolt stall Cubone, but you don't. In a race, you're not going to Thunderbolt stall Cubone because stalling on Cubone is about the scariest thing that you can do. It's Slowpoke or nothing. I mean, you could do Venonat too, but Slowpoke, Venonat or nothing. You're not stalling on a Cubone in a race.
Unless you're crazy.
Yeah, you would have to. You would have to be very far behind to consider that.
If you're going for a win, maybe you start getting crazy.
Hwangbro on 30. 30 is a pretty bad HP. 30 is not good. Getting an Absorb is actually okay here. That's going to mean that he can Thunderbolt stall, or he can stall a Slowpoke for one turn and get into red bar. I don't know if he's going to go for that or not. But ironically, getting Absorbed actually puts him at a better HP for red bar setups if he wants to go for that. He took a lot of damage.
Yep, we'll get to see Square catch up some time right here during this fight as he has red bar for this whole fight.
Yeah, look how
Hwangbro
fast Square is going to go. Hitting the Mega Punch. Right, that's one of two scary places in this part. You know, barring some bad movement or some execution mistake.
So hitting his Mega Punch, making it through. But Square will be pulling way ahead with his red bar.
Yeah, Alan's gonna have to take some risks, I think. You know, I mean, maybe you don't want to take too many risks, but I mean, there's still Leap 4 at the end of the day. A Leap 4 can dumpster you and put you in the dirt, and there's nothing you can do about it sometimes. So there's still that at the end of the day. But you know, so maybe you don't want to take that many risks, but you want to take a few risks.
Hwangbro doing normal strats for Venonat here.
Yeah, makes sense. Stalling on the Ven, Hwangbro really doesn't like stalling on the Ven, and I think I've talked to him about that before. I've heard him talk about it. He does not like stalling on the Ven, and that it's a low probability to tackle you, and yeah, it's not great. It doesn't do that much damage.
Square does hit the range there, so he made it through.
Yeah, that range is really good. That range I've only seen miss like once in every single run that I've done. I have not seen that range miss very often. That's a really good range. It's got to be like a 95% range or something like that. It's very good. All right, so now we'll see if Hwangbro's going to set up Red Bar. So we'll see if we go for Bubble Beam number 2 here. I don't know if he will. I actually don't know. I think that he might because it's so easy to set up. Like, it's so juicy. Yeah, he's going for it. Okay, good. I mean, it's so free to do it. It's so free. Because, like, you only die to Confusion Crit. Slow, and
yeah, it's Slowpoke,
as a reminder,
very unlikely to crit.
Yeah, right. Crit is based off of your speed. Literally, it's in the name, right? Slowpoke. Very slow Pokemon. It's about 2.5% to crit you. It's very unlikely to happen. Cubone, on the other hand, is pretty fast. I think Cubone's like 15% chance to crit, so that's why stalling on Cubone really not what you want to do. Alan also might set up Red Bar here. Yeah, I think Alan had good HP for this. Yeah, Alan's also gonna do the same thing. I like it. I think you gotta keep up, and everybody else has Red Bar. You gotta get it at this point.
He should be fine there.
Yeah, 14. All these guys at really good HP. They're gonna save for Oddish Girl. That's good. Square and Hwangbro neck and neck, and they both have about the same Red Bar. Did Square not save before this?
No, he didn't. He just went right in.
Where you're a Maniac. That's a Maniac move. That's actually a Maniac move.
All right, our first psychopathic play of the game. Here we go.
That is a Maniac.
Thrashing the Oddish. He does hit the first range.
Oh my gosh. Does Violent Crit kill?
It might.
Oh,
but he gets Poison Powder. He's fine.
Yeah, we don't get to find out. Okay, good. We don't get to
find out. Oh my god.
Well, Square gonna take some risks, shave off a few seconds, but he missed the range anyway, so he's still behind Hwangbro. He missed the range anyways.
Looks like a misstep in movement there. For Hwangbro, I think he like moved a tile off because Square was a few more steps behind, and now they're right on top of each other. Alan getting put to sleep by the Oddish. He's
no! Did he save?
Turn away from dying.
Saved, right? You reset.
Alan's dead.
Okay. Did he not save? He didn't save. He's not resetting.
It doesn't look like he's resetting. He didn't.
Why didn't he save?
No.
Alan, no. Alan, why don't you save?
That's terrible.
There's so many other better risks you can take. Not saving is like the worst. It's like a 8-second time loss to ensure that this doesn't. I mean, if you die, it's like a 30-second time loss. It makes it makes it less likely that you're coming back. There's so much left of the run. Come on.
Oh, and it was so close too. Everyone was so close with Red Bar. That's really unfortunate. So, Square doesn't save, doesn't get punished. Alan doesn't save, gets punished.
Why would you not save?
That's such as red. F's in the chat for Alan.
Yeah, bummer. GG though for Alan. Yeah, I was just a little behind the entire way, but one small mistake gonna. I mean, not a small mistake. Just a little bit of unluckiness gonna cost him. Unluckiness plus getting a little bit greedy with trying to shave off a little time.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's gonna, Hwang and Square still very, very, very close here.
Yep. Whew. Shocking turn of events. All right, but we do have our two runners in first and second here, right on top of each other, heading into Gambler just about the same exact time. Hwangbro might just have a couple frames of the lead here.
Can you switch feeds? The sound is a little funky on the current feed. There we go. Okay, that's better. I don't know what's going on with the sound on the other feed, but we'll just keep it on this one for now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, the sound is a little funky, but yeah, it's
all right.
Could just be stream lag or something like that, which is reasonable. So it's can't fix technical issues in the middle of a race.
So we're heading into a pretty mechanically dependent portion of the run. We see it right away there with Hwangbro doing top elixir and Square stutter stepping into side elixir there.
Meanwhile, Alan's gonna kill this Oddish, exacting revenge on the Oddish. We love to see. Oh no, Alan's actually not gonna kill the Oddish. Is he gonna go for it? I would appreciate this actually if Alan can if Alan continues the run. I would honestly, I know that like if you're put this far, this is a bad time loss, right? This is like a few minutes of time loss, which is really bad. I still think that like it's the last, if this is the race that you go out, you don't want to go out on a forfeit, right? Like imagine if you showed up to like your favorite basketball game and like, one of the teams was like 30 points behind or whatever, and they just forfeit. Like you wouldn't feel pretty good about that. I mean, obviously it's different because there's 3 teams, so even if one team forfeits, okay, you still have 2 teams, but still, you want to go out on your you want to go out fighting until the very end, and even though it's very unlikely that you would come back, there's still a chance. Okay, there's still a chance.
This Oddish is doing a number to Alan's team here. Final boss. Paris
and
digs
Alan
the
might
hole,
actually kill this Oddish.
lands the dig.
Actually, that's not going to be that bad, I don't think, because you just
Still
died
has to
at the
finish off the
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur. So the other 2 runners making it through their shopping section here, buying the requisite items to make it through the rest of the game. Alan digging the Bulbasaur, getting leech seeded, but he evades it. Paris is a boss.
You don't want to evade it though. He wants to die. He doesn't. He wants non-boss Paris.
Paris is too good, so you never want to be throwing out your Paris because look at it survive.
So Hwang, I think, is going for early drill, and SquareRoot, I think, is going for late drill based on their buys, because I think Hwang bought 12x Axe, which I think maybe it's the other way around. Maybe I have it flipped. They bought different amounts of X Axe and X specials, which is interesting.
Yeah, the amount of X specials or X attacks you could buy at this point can diverge depending on the strategy you're doing later. Like I think Hwangbro might be doing double max ether. And if Square
so
is
12 with the nugget. I think that 12, and I think both of them picked up the nugget. I would be shocked if they didn't pick up the nugget.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they both did.
Yeah, I think 12 is. I mean, we're about to find out, I guess. Should be. It might be early drill, or it might be late drill. Yeah, it's gonna be late drill. Okay, it's gonna be late drill. And then Square's going for early drill. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so Square's going for early drill, Hwang going for late drill.
Alright, nice battle of the 2 strategies coming up.
Yeah, early drill is slightly faster. It's just has more risk associated with it.
Alright, can this Paris beat this Bulbasaur? It gets the crit. Bulbasaur dies.
Yeah, this is gonna screw up your experience really bad. It's. I wonder. Do you go back to the? Yeah, you can't potion dead Pokemon, buddy. It doesn't work. Wait, you're potioning a Paris? But why? Just go back to the Pokemon Center. Yeah, literally just walk back to the Pokemon Center, heal, and then come back. That's the strat.
Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it out?
Probably.
Oh,
Maybe.
so
You
close.
just check his HP. Oh, he took 2 extra steps to go around that. You don't have to go around that last. You can literally just go straight down. Oh, he made it. Let's go.
Alright, so Alan unforfeiting. Still in it. A little behind.
I'm a little surprised Hwangbro just likes going for late drill. I'm still a little surprised though, because with the money situation, you can still go for early drill and have plenty of X accuracies. It's a little bit riskier because you lose extra X accuracies in going for early drill, but Square's still in this though. Square is definitely still in this. Got the red bar for the first couple fights here. And now they have revives. Having revives really, really nice because it means that if something bad happens at this point, you're going to just revive and be okay. Good for you, Alan. Thank you. Hats off to Alan for continuing this in spite of taking a really, really bad death there. Hats off to Alan for that. Honestly, like
take back your Fs in the chat, guys. So we didn't need them.
I mean, it's still Fs in chat. You can still Fs in chat for Alan because it's like very likely dead, but like I think that on this tournament race where like only the winner qualifies, you don't know how the other runners are gonna do. Like one of them might throw it, and then the other one might
misses
throw it
a rock slide into lick there. Oh, it doesn't get
Oh
paralyzed.
yeah,
so
missing a
that's
rock slide, really, really scary. I think he was dead to Nightshade there. Was he at below 23?
it might have been. Square hitting.
But yeah,
his
it also
rock
just is
slides.
like more entertainment for us, which honestly I appreciate. After after yesterday's race where it was literally over in 15 minutes, like I tuned into that race, and it's like when you turn on the TV and your TV is on fire, and that's what was happening yesterday's race. So we don't want to see any of that. So far, everything has been great.
Alan getting maximum encounters on his second trip through the rock tunnel. Probably
Tried to
because he
run.
has Paris
Yeah,
in
he
the
can't.
lead.
He can't run. Wait, he's only doing Paris. Oh my god. Okay.
Fine.
All
At
right.
least we
It's
get
a
the
little
three stream
troll.
to commentate instead of the 1v1.
All right. Yeah. All right. With that, I'm gonna focus on Hwangbro and Square.
Let's start
Which-
shoutcasting.
Oh man,
on
Hwangbro
him.
getting hit by another Nightshade. Very unfortunate that he's missing so many rock slides. That is gonna equalize things a little bit between Square and Hwang. I think they're on the exact same channel here. Yep.
Square did get the extra text box there, otherwise it would be even closer.
Yeah, it's very, very close. Square's gonna make up a little bit of time for not having to do a menu here because Square is on early drill, which means he's already taught Horn Drill to his Nidoking, whereas Hwangbro has not taught Horn Drill.
So in case you were ever wondering, a wild Zubat does 8 damage with its bite to a level 11 Paris. I don't think Paris is making
It's also,
it out of
Paris
this alive.
is a lot slower than the Zubat, too. You're also seeing the reason why Repel is so good. It's because of that. Yeah, and Square's gonna catch all the time back up.
Wait, did Square do his horn drill menu?
He did early drill, so he's already
Oh,
done
that's
it.
right. Yeah, you're right. Okay,
Really smooth menu there. That's good.
nice. Square just barely pulling ahead here.
Ooh, Alan is on commentary for the next race, though, so this is good. This will give Alan a good chance to, like, warm up for commentary, so that that's good at least.
Do you happen to have the time for the next race?
Can relax. Oh, it's like immediate. It's at 5:30, I believe. It's basically immediately after this one. So yeah, so if you're seeing this race and you're just like, man, I want more of that, well, you are in luck today and today only, because today is going to be the last day for a long time of double races. The last race after this will be the final. So just to remind everyone of the format, right? The winner of this goes on to the final round. Only the winner and the winner only. There will be one more race after this, in which the winner will also go on, and then there will be a finals. The person who's qualified so far to the winners is Araya, who is very talented runner. Didn't qualify in such a way that relied on his talents, but I think he actually got like an insane time in the race yesterday. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I looked at the time and it was actually insane. I think he was going for a sort of like good race time.
Yep. And then what was it? The next race we have Stochi, Enderborn, and Matt. Another great
Yeah, and that's going to
race
be
right
a
there.
banger as well.
Yeah. Of course, the runners right now are just heading into this the top of the tower here. A couple rockets to kill. It's not a very dangerous section. Not a section where you have very many opportunities to make up time. Mostly just executing your fight menus here and clearing these rocket text boxes.
Yeah,
But,
mainly like the worst thing I've ever had happen is what happened. Something happened to me where I Gen 1 missed into like a Fury swipes or something like that. I think that's the worst thing that's ever happened to me here. It's something like that. Like Gen 1 missing is the worst thing that can happen. It's very unlikely to happen. So.
Yeah, and even if it does, you're at such a high health that it's very
I guess
unlikely for anything to
missing
really
the
happen.
range on this Raticate is the worst thing that can happen. Which he hits the Thunderbolt range. That is not a very good range to hit. So being paid back for the earlier bad range misses that happened.
So this little lead that Square has right now, he's definitely going to appreciate heading into this next section coming up with the Koga split in the beginning of the flute to end section of the game, which is very execution heavy. Most of your time or time save is going to be based on your execution. So Square having a little bit of a cushion on Hwangbro, definitely going to appreciate that. It's definitely the point of the game where Hwangbro will make up some time based purely on his skill.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the decision to go early drill there, it got Square a little bit ahead. Also, Hwangbro missing a lot of rock slides. That's also going to be a big difference maker. But I think that decision also is it was a good one. I think that's the type of decision that's like, okay, early drill is slightly riskier for later on, but it's a very acceptable risk. It's a lowish percentage risk overall.
I don't think we'll see anyone going for Sylph Bar here, especially with
No,
how close they
doubt
are.
it. They're very, very close. There's so much variance. Maybe Alan will go for it, but we'll.
I don't think Hydro Pump is a very favorable range when you're level 11.
Yeah, it's definitely 100%
Could be risky.
range on this Paris. Very unfortunate.
Finding out that fire moves are super effective against Paris. Difficult fight.
Are they?
Apparently, or whatever the.
Well, it
Growlithe
says
just did
because
to
it only. Yeah, it must be. It's gotta be. It's fine. I don't know Pokemon typings like super duper well.
I couldn't. Tell you what Paris
I know
is.
some of the basic ones, but then there's some that I really don't know.
I'm assuming he's grass poison. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm not
that
sure.
makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I remember that. I remember when I was a lot littler of a Pokemon trainer, there was some meme going around about like ways to remember types and
Bug grass.
Oh, he's bug rat. Yeah, and I just remember he's gonna show us. That's hilarious. Yeah, I remember that one of them was like, "Have you ever tried to fight a bird?" As remembering why fighting types are not very effective against bird types. That's all I remember from that. And I know that some of the typings make very little sense. So, looks like Square had it. Oh, getting the paralyze. That is, it could be okay. It sets up for a little bit safer of like a red bar or a boom strat, not a boom strat, but a Koga explosion setup on the Pidgeot, because having an extra turn the Pidgeot fight, not too bad, because he is
not the worst thing to come out of the fight paralyzed is just fine. What you really want to avoid is getting paralyzed, and like a chain paralysis is probably the worst thing from that fight.
Yeah, I think if your Thrash gets paralyzed, right, it pulls you out of the Thrash and then you get confused, I believe. I don't know. It's bad if it happens. I just know it's bad if it happens. Oh, yeah, Alan officially threw in the towel, I think. I think Alan officially threw it in. So, GG's, Alan. Thanks for providing a little bit of entertainment for us, and thanks for not immediately surrendering. Square with a good menu. Swapping up the X specials on this menu. And this is another deviation, I think. I don't think Hwang's going to swap anything here. I think Hwang's just going to go for things, but he might. Because he needs an X-Act, Paralyze Heal. He knows exactly where that Paralyze Heal is. That's good. Not taking any damage, though. Very unfortunate. You really do want to take damage on this fight. Yeah, not taking any damage is taking a quick attack is okay, but it's pretty unfortunate. Could go for Silk Bars. It's very, very YOLO, though, if he wants to do that. Yeah, not gonna do that. Definitely not gonna do that.
Fairly procedural fights here for these guys.
Yeah, Square at very good HP. Doesn't have to stall on the next fight to get hit into a lower HP range. Going to be perfectly happy with his HP going into the Koga split.
I don't think we'll see any dark strats coming out of Hwangbro here. Right, a regular.
There are a lot
stall
of weird things that you can do. Yeah, there are a lot of very strange things that you can do. Did Square not use an elixir before this fight? I don't think he did. Did he not use it? I don't think he used it. Why would he not use an elixir? You should use it before this fight. I don't think he did. We're about to find out.
Here. Does X-Ack into Max Ether on the Cubone?
Yeah,
so just a couple
it
extra
works
turns
out.
on the Cubone.
He didn't take any damage, but I don't think you need to do that here. I think that my notes say that 78 and below is totally fine here. So I don't think it's optimal to do that. I think that loses a little time. Because I don't think you need the extra hit. I think the extra hit might help. You might be at a little bit high of HP, but I don't think it's the end of the world at all.
Maybe, could have been just a small mistake there for Square. Maybe just heading into the fight.
Yeah, just
maybe
forgot.
he didn't catch his HP at the end of the fight. Wasn't sure.
Hwangbro max elixir, which indicates that he's doing the PP up route. Or grabbing a PP up later. I'm not familiar with that. I've never seen the
stall on Drowsy. Hit gets confusion down to 70 health, so he should be fine now.
Perfect HP. Yeah, I've never seen the 6 repel route go for this before, but I guess it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense to just go for that. PP up's very safe. PP up is like a very safe thing. But Hwangbro's getting a little bit behind. Like, even though we've been like hyping up, like, okay, Hwangbro's gonna be better at the menuing or whatever, like, there's still luck involved, right? You can still get unlucky and get put behind. So like, from here the end is gonna be execution. And, you know, Hwangbro's still very good. Like, he's going to eke out a little teeny bit of time here and there, but it's not going to be as much, you know, versus if he was going against, like, a runner like myself. Like, Square's very good. Square is playing great today. I've noticed that Square's menus have been really, really good.
Yeah, Square's definitely no slouch, too. Like, the comparisons that we're talking about between Hwang and Square are very minute. I mean,
so
Hwang and any other runner are probably way bigger, but Square is definitely a very fast runner, definitely capable of keeping up. But let's see, he's coming out of the Giovanni fight. It looked like about a 1358.
Yeah, and honestly, from what I've seen, like Hwang's menus have been a little bit sloppy here and there. Like they've had there've been a couple of sloppy things that have happened here and there, and I haven't seen anything on Square's that look anything like that.
So it looks like Hwangbro just about 22 seconds behind Square at this point. So we'll get a good shot of where they're both at with execution, if we can see the gap as they're heading into the Koga fight.
Yeah, that's going to be the main, this last part after the Koga fight. There's like, I mean, at this HP, I think both of them are going to be pretty comfortable. Very unlikely that you die to Hypno at this HP range. Yeah, I mean, I think Confusion crit still kills you, but that's about it. So I think that it's just going to be execution. So let's see, Square gets the Snorlax menu.
Pair of menus here to execute, right, heading into the Snorlax, and you do the cycling road, pick up your rare candy, your PP up, and head into the Earthquake menu when you get into Fuchsia City. Both very satisfying menus to execute.
Yeah, Square didn't YOLO it. He didn't YOLO scroll. He stopped a little bit at the when he was swapping to the rare candies there, which I don't mind, or whatever he was. I think it was the rare candies that he was swapping to. So it's not that bad. We'll see if Hwang YOLO scrolls it. No, he's not going to YOLO scroll it either. He's gonna take the time and pause. Notably, both runners doing slightly different menus here. Because they have slightly different item setups, because I think Square is on the 3 repel route, Hwang is on the 6 repel route, which you do slightly different things.
I don't think Square incorporates the swap, or didn't do the swap during the Sylph Arrival, so his Earthquake menu is going to look a little bit different from what other 3 repel runners are doing. Typically, if you were to compare this menu to Matt's coming up in the next race, it will look a little bit different.
Yeah, it is interesting, like, all these little micro adjustments that people do, and just to, you know, I mean, I think that, like, everybody learns, like, a slightly different route, right? And so, like, depending on the time when you started playing, depending on things, you know, what is, like, what you think is good, depending on other things, and so, you know, I think that these little adjustments, like, I don't think they, like, save much time over another necessarily, but, you know, it's just interesting to note how there's, like, very small amounts of risk associated with each one of them. Very minute differences. Yeah,
very, very tiny differences, but maybe it just comes down to preference. Maybe you can execute a certain menu in one format better than you can in the other, so you just choose to stick with that. But Square did have a very clean menu. Earthquake menu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Hwang also with a really nice menu, getting the scroll down, getting the TM swapped up, that's nice. I haven't paid that much attention to that menu there, but yeah, the TM is put into a very nice spot where it's down exactly 4, and when it's down exactly 4, there's a nice fast buffer that you can do to get down there, so yeah, very good. Seems like both these people really fighting for their lives here.
We're doing the super repel on the later portion of the Safari Zone. Of course, he has yelled at me in the past for not having to do the super repel on the signpost, which is what Hwangbro is about to do.
It does it on the sign. I do it like inside that area a little bit because you can wait. I think if you do a repel. Well, it depends on if you're using. So I think Square is using super repels. I think Hwang does the combination of repel into super repel. So you got to do it a little earlier because of that. But yeah, Square gets the luxury of waiting to super repel again. Neither of them have to pick up this extra item here. That's good. Means that you didn't waste anything. Although Square has a ridiculous amount of potions here, so.
Yeah, both their menus look pretty clean. Their item slots nice and tidy so far.
Yeah, it's gonna all come down to. I mean, if everything sort of goes well, then it's gonna all be Elite Four stuff. And you know, maybe there's a few differences here and there. You know, people got to execute. Maybe Hwangbro can shave off those couple seconds from clearing Blaine text boxes perfectly. Which honestly, that would be pretty hype if that happens.
You can all resubmit your Fs for Alan officially now.
Yeah, Alan officially has been eliminated. But GG's Alan.
A couple easy fights for the runners here. Of course, a Hypno can cause some drama with the amount of damage it can do, but usually not a problem. And neither runner needs to take damage, and neither runner sitting at sitting in red bar or anything. So Hypno shouldn't be a problem. But otherwise, it's just a bunch of earthquakes to get everything dead until you get to Koga.
Yeah, they're both just very comfortable. Yeah, this next fight is the little bit of the scary one, but after this, it's going to be all execution.
Right, so Square, see this drowsy, should earthquake it dead, then head into Hypno. For his sake, he'll want to crit the Hypno and get it just dead in one shot. But
yeah, it always feels good, right? When you get the earthquake crit on the Hypno, it just feels so good. It's like, okay, I don't have to, I don't have to deal with the confusion. I don't have to deal with anything weird. It can disable you too, right? Which is like, it's just it takes a long time if that happens, but it's just annoying. So
he's poison gas, that doesn't do anything, so he's through.
Oh.
Nice safe into Koga.
Yeah, and it should be at great range to. I think as long as you're like below 80 on this fight, the explosion kill or the self-destruct kills you. I don't know what the exact HP is, but it's somewhere around there, like 80, 85.
They're definitely safe to die here.
Yeah, definitely. They're both not going to be worried about it. They're both going to be perfectly set up for the late game. There's like a couple questions later. Oh yeah, here's it failed, so we don't have to deal with the slow waiting of disable to roulette to decide what move it's gonna, kill off. So that's nice.
Barring a genuine miss on an explosion here or a self-destruct, then
I have not seen that before. You know what? Let's do it. Let's actually, if it happens to one of them, it should happen to both though to keep it very nice and even. Let's have 2 genuine misses on the self-destruct. Let's do it. It's very bad if it happens. It's really bad. X attack, that's not great.
Attack, yeah.
But he has an extra X special. Oh, the second one. Does he have a second X special?
The bubble beam style coming out. Right, he does finally get hit.
Than playing the Poke Flute? Is that faster? Might be faster.
Probably. Poke Flute's pretty slow. Especially because you have to scroll all the way down to go get it.
Yeah, it's not. It's a little bit far. It's not that far down. Yeah, it's pretty far down. Okay, it's pretty far down the menu. Yeah, it's pretty far down. I forgot that you swap up the X special by that point. So X specialing is because I knew that you had to use the X special there. So it's probably like 4 or 5 down from the X special. I don't think it's that far down. I don't know. It's close. Whatever. He did it fast, and that's what matters. He decided what he was gonna do. He knew his contingency, which is doing the bubble beam, and he just did it. It's worse when you like stutter for a bit and then you decide to do something that saves you like, you know, a fraction of a second over the best alternative, but you deciding that took you like a few seconds. That's a worst case scenario. So dedicating to a lot of times in these Pokemon runs, it's like, okay, do you have the knowledge to work with these contingencies? But if you don't have the knowledge, you just got to know what to do immediately, and that's important to know.
Does look like they both came out of the Koga split at exactly the same separation as they were at Giovanni. So
That's
that
nuts.
split very both matching each other, punch for punch here.
Oh, and Square hasn't used the PP up yet. Okay, that's interesting. So you don't.
I believe he'll
actually
do
use
it on the
beforehand.
Blizzard menu.
Ah, got it. Yeah, I see. So you swap it to the top. Okay, makes sense. Ooh, beautiful.
Ooh.
Oh, he used the paralyzed
Almost.
heal. No,
One.
he was locked into the 5-5-5 menu. But I think when you have when you're doing the race strats, it messes up your menuing a little bit. It makes one of them a little bit further down. So he was locked into the PB strats where everything is down 5. I think that last HM was down 6, so he used a paralyzed heal instead. Yeah, a couple of uncharacteristic flubs from Hwangbro here on I mean, that makes sense on that menu, because if you're locked into what you feel for the PB strats, then you're going to be doing those, and that's clearly what he did, and it led him to using the wrong item, because it was not in the right slot that was supposed to be in.
Hwangbro is once said that he doesn't feel like he's on and doesn't need to warm up unless he's able to hit all of his yellow scrolls. So it says something about his level of preparation for this tournament.
Yeah, YOLO scrolling is it's scary. It's very scary. The risk is very high and the reward is very low. Like you're gaining like a second here or there by doing it, and like if you miss your item, then you can definitely, there's some bad items that you can use. You can like use the wrong HM or TM. You can like use a repel, use a potion. Like there's some bad things that you can do if you miss those.
Drama-free menu from Square. I think he did accidentally almost select his super potions instead of PP up, but other than that, fine.
Oh yeah, that would be. I mean, that's not the biggest deal, but like it loses you a couple seconds if you do it.
Yeah, I don't think he went into the full like which Pokemon do you want to use this on. I think it was just
that's
the
good
menu before it.
Yeah, opening up that Pokemon menu is brutal. If you open up that Pokemon menu, it's like, okay, gotta back out, gotta select the item again.
Clean dig out. White screen at 2520. We're gonna bike his way down to
very
Erica.
Close. Yeah, it's like 15, 16 second difference, something around there.
Something like
Very
that.
close. As we'll see if Hwang's his menuing saves him enough time to get there. I think Square is playing great right now, though. Square is in a good zone. He clearly did some prep. Or maybe he didn't. You know,
No,
he's just on the
been
ball
playing
today.
a lot recently.
Square's always on it. He messaged me randomly yesterday about like some like Silphar strat that I'd been practicing in my stream like a week prior, and he just like thought of some strat. Like his mind is always ticking and thinking about Pokemon stuff, so I'm not shocked that he's just in the zone right now.
With the gap that he has right now, I think Square, if all things go his way, Square could head into the Elite Four with the same lead. He just needs everything to keep going his way.
Yeah, we still got Karate Bro in between there, though.
Yeah, plenty of trainers with opinions on your run, or on his run coming up. So
yeah, there's Karate Bro. Like for a while, it's not gonna be bad, but like Karate Bro, you can lose actually a good amount of time on Giovanni from like Blizzard range missing on Rhydon or Blizzard misses in general. And same thing goes with the rival Pidgeot too. You can definitely lose a lot of time on that by missing Blizzard ranges or Blizzards.
Drama-free Erica for both runners, it looks like.
Yeah, it's hard to have like the worst thing that can happen is blizzardness, and even then it's like it's so low risk to die because like you're so your Pokemon are so buff compared to what Erica expects. Like Erica's expecting, you know, some like, you know, Pokemon that you know, they go to the gym on Wednesdays and they are just, you know, they're like training casually, and then you show up with, you know,
You
freaking
roided out,
swole
drugged up
bros.
Nidoking. Yeah.
Yeah, you show up with the Nidoking, and Nidoking is gonna show up and stomp the gym pretty hard there.
So now we're in Hwangbro territory here. His favorite split, the Blaine split.
He grinds this so much. Like, it is actually amazing how, like, even on like his world record run, he talks about like how like he's grinded this a lot just to like shave, like how you can shave off a few seconds here and there by just like by grinding these menus and getting them correctly. It's just insane. Like, when I'm running, this is always, like, my least favorite part, but that's always because I'm mashing. I'm not trying to, like, time the text boxes to clear them, because what you should be doing, is, if you're playing completely optimally, is either you're mashing perfectly, which is, like, really hard to do, or you're timing every single A-B press to clear, you know, the text boxes in the 4-frame window that you have to clear them perfectly. And that's what Hwangbro tries to do, which is...
Then you can do
really
all of this perfectly. You can clear all these text boxes, pixel perfect all the time, and then head into the... Blaine fight and see double agility and feel like it's all waste
I mean,
anyway.
it's very common. You're very likely to get double agility there. It's so likely.
The fastest option heading into Blaine is to the turn 1 potion. See if anyone does get that.
Yeah, if you get the potion, it's a pretty big time save. It saves you an extra turn in the fight, and agility is so slow.
It's agility for Square.
Yeah, and I'm gonna eat a second one because that's how it works. You eat one, you're gonna eat a second one probably. I guess you can get a potion on turn 2. I think it's possible, but
You can, yes. But...
it's whatever. The first agility is the one that matters. You have both of them not getting it. It's very unlikely. I think it can't be higher than like 20% or something like that. The potion on turn 1. It's very unlikely.
I say it's exactly 20%, but I'm not completely sure.
It feels like around that percentage from like my experience running it and watching runs. It's pretty unlikely to happen. You're pretty likely to just lose time there.
So we go from Blaine into Sabrina.
Yeah, and
Of course,
Square was
this
like
fight
130.04.
very quick split, probably the fastest split in the run. The only thing that can really go wrong here is either messing up your movement and walking in front of one of these trainers on purpose, or Gen 1 miss on Sabrina.
I think Hwangbro is now about 15 seconds behind instead of 16 seconds, so I think he actually gained a second on that split.
Should be,
Which is
I would
nuts.
believe it. Definitely.
It's actually nuts to gain a second on that split. That's actually absurd.
Yeah.
Actually completely insane.
Even more nuts if you could gain a second on Sabrina.
That would be nuts. Yeah, there's like no way. I mean, unless like something really weird happens, like you get a Gen 1 miss or something like that. That could gain you more than a second if that happens. But gonna be such a tight finish. It's gonna really come down to how nice the Elite Four is going to be. How do people set up the Elite Four? What types
Hopefully,
of risks do you
anyway.
take?
Of course, heading right after the Sabrina fight, we do have the Karate King.
Yeah, the decider himself. Hwangbro at lower... Oh, it's because he hasn't leveled up yet. I see. I thought that he was at lower HP somehow. You want to be at a little bit lower HP because then you want like one hit between now and Bruno because otherwise you level out a red bar on Bruno, which is annoying, but...
Karate King ready to deliver that damage for you. Hopefully not too much, though.
You don't want the Karate King to do a damaging move. It's a really big sweat if it does that. You got to have your fingers over A/B select start whenever Karate guy uses any damage move. You're just like, okay, hover over A/B select start. Got to be ready to reset if that happens. And then if it doesn't happen, then you're just like, okay, got to go back to just going back to menuing and doing what you're normally doing here.
Because we have seen people in previous tournaments and in this tournament reset after the Karate King hit them with a karate chop, but they didn't die. So we can see the resetting screen as their health isn't
I don't
zero.
recommend that. Yeah, I don't recommend buffering it into the karate chop without knowing if it's a crit. It's 70% to kill. It's highly likely, but it's not 100%. Just that resetting at 70% is awful. It's like, wait an extra second. Like, you're trying to save a second to you're losing like 20 seconds if you're wrong.
Yep. All right.
Just wait a second.
Saving up for the Karate King. He'll take one step forward, and the Karate King has Square's fate in his hands.
Yeah, hopefully if one of them dies, both of them die. That's all I want. If one of them's gonna die, have both of them die. Did he save? Did he really not save? Did Hwangbro really not save?
All right, X attack for Square, so he's through.
I think he didn't save. He did not save.
Why? X attack, low kick.
Okay.
It's not very effective. He makes it through.
It's
Both runners making it through.
So God, Hwangbro cutting that corner. That is a risky corner to cut.
Oh my God! Maybe he's done the
really
math. Maybe
corner to cut.
Of all the corners he could cut from here until the end, that could be maybe his best chance. But it's still not enough time to make up. He still needs to do a little bit more.
I mean, that's true. That is true. I mean, okay, so to be fair to that, like, if he does lose and have to reset, it puts him at a point where it's going to be pretty hard to recover. But, like, still, you don't know what Lance is going to hold, right? You don't know if Lance is gonna kill you over and over again. You don't know if Agatha is going to troll you. You don't know these things. Like, it's low likelihood to happen. I don't mind it. I don't mind it that much. It does put you really far behind if you have to reset that fight. But like he also doesn't know if Square has to reset the fight. Like if Square has to reset and then like you die and didn't save, it's just a bad time if that happens.
It is a good sign from us watching the race, of course. We do know that Hwangbro is now in the mode where he is willing to do what it takes to get the victory. Which means we're not going to see a boring end to this race no matter what.
No. We could have seen a boring end if Hwangbro died there, but it's not going to be the case. Not going to be the case at all. Hwangbro, although I think if he dies there, maybe he would still continue. He better have continued if he had died there.
I'm sure he could have still continued.
It's like a 2-minute. It's a bad time loss. It's like a couple minutes, but it's not like.
No.
Yeah,
we've definitely seen people come back from worse, or from being behind much farther than that. So.
Yeah. I think he hit the blizzard range. That's really nice. Really nice hit the blizzard ranges on that ride-on. It's very annoying to miss that. Or to miss the blizzard entirely. It's very annoying. Alright, now it's all execution. There is not really much more in the way of RNGesus.
No, not pretty much anything up from here. One attack from Bruno, and then Agatha. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can you can decide to YOLO Lorelei if you really want to. I do not think we're gonna see that. Don't think we're seeing YOLO Lorelei here. Yeah, it's so close. Yeah, 136.06 for the black screen versus 136.14.
Yeah, very close.
So it's like a 9-second. God, yeah. See, like not saving only saves like 5 seconds. Like I don't think it's. I don't know. I guess like the
it puts him a little bit more friendly range for like maybe an extra turn from Agatha or something here or there. An extra turn anywhere maybe puts him within range.
It's like one extra turn and one extra fight somewhere.
I
guess if you fail it, then it's pretty bad.
The difference between like red bar or not on champ.
Yeah.
All little things that maybe he's got it calculated down, knows where he needs to be.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone knows, I think Hwangbro has talked about this before, and if we get an interview after this, which I'm sure we will, because we have the next race, we have this stream forever, so we don't have to worry about schedule conflicts. So
I don't think we're going long here.
I think that if I think that Hwangbro in this situation thinks that if he dies there, he can't make it back, which I think it becomes way less likely to make it back if he dies there, but it's not completely out of it.
One thing to note, Hwangbro is at a pretty low health, having taken that damage. SquareRootofSheep didn't take damage from the Karate King, so he will lose red bar at the end of Bruno. Hwangbro will not.
Yeah, he's going to make it back. God, they're so close. Yeah, Hwangbro having just slightly better luck in that fight on the blizzards, I think. That's the only thing that can really make a difference.
Right, but now they're in the badge check, and they're right up next to each other.
Yeah, this is going to be such a tight finish. I'm holding my breath a little bit here.
A couple text boxes separating the runners heading into the badge check. Now, I wonder, did Hwangbro, is he on double max ether? Because he might have to pick up this
No, he
max
used
ether
one
here,
already. He used a max elixir ether, max ether earlier, so I don't think either of them are picking it up. Yeah, they're both not. Okay. Yeah. Square going around to the left.
Oh man, this is so close. For a semifinals match, two runners heading into the Elite Four Victory Road at the exact same time. This is amazing. You couldn't ask for a better race.
I don't know what.
Except maybe if Alan was alive, but
they're both on pretty good paces too. I think. I think this is both. Like nothing terrible has happened to either of these racers, so I think both of them are on like pretty good pace.
They're tearing it up right now. Yeah, I think maybe Hwangbro missed a couple rock slides, but that's about it. Like. Nothing really terrible has happened.
Is missing the rock slides.
Square did miss a Paris manip and had to do backup.
Bridge. Yeah, like Square got troll on bridge. Yeah, they had to do backups, I guess. I guess the early game maybe not great, so maybe like 152, 153 range, something in there.
Aside from that, they're
I don't know exactly.
tearing it up.
Yeah, I don't know how long it is to Elite Four on this.
Just a couple rocks push into a couple, I don't know, buttons, levers. I don't know what these things are.
Yeah, I think they're buttons. I think
mystery
it's
RPG
very
plot
ambiguous.
devices.
Gen 1 graphics are not, they're not the most descriptive sometimes with some things.
Happens to perfectly fit these boulders that are laying around. You happen to have the ability to push them. So why not try it out?
Buttons. I think they're buttons. God, it's so close.
Yeah,
I'm watching Hwangbro just like get like little teeny bits of time back here and there. I'm very curious to see if Hwangbro will be ahead after this. It's gonna be so close.
They came in on top of each other. They're still right there. It's so close.
Yeah, they're not like gaining any time on the menus at all. They're just like they're still both menuing like very, very well, very optimally, which is good. But yeah, if you expect anyone to claw back like the littlest bit of time, you expect Hwangbro to do it.
No swag boulders from these runners. Very tight. I think they're both aware
you're
exactly
not
what's going on right now.
Here. When you're this close, you are not going for a swag boulder. There is no way, because the consequence of you missing it is actually huge because you get the extra super repel text box. If you take extra steps here, it's very, very tight. So really missing a swag boulder is really bad here. But both of them doing perfect movement to get into the hole, which is great because that means that you're not going to get a super repel text box, which is ideal.
Strength, double input back to your super
perfect
repel,
menus for both of them. Square keeping the lead.
Very smooth. There's the swag boulder. Square feeling it. All right.
Oh, nice. Here it's less risky to swag boulder because if you, I mean, A, you're up against the wall, but then B, if you take an extra step, you're not going to miss out on your super repel. So it's not the end of the world to miss a swag boulder here. Yeah, that is
the minor
so
flex, saying Hwangbro, bring it, heading into Lorelei. I don't think either runner is going to deposit here.
No. I sincerely don't.
Hwangbro does.
Oh, Hwangbro's going for it.
Alrighty.
He says, if I have to revive, I won't win. So I'm gonna shave off this time and go for it. That is a ballsy move.
Here we go.
That's what I like to see. Hwangbro saying, you know what? I'm not gonna let Destiny decide. I'm gonna take fate into my own hands here. Oh, he's
definitely
going for
not-
the swap. This is new technology of swapping here. If you do it optimally, it saves like half a second, I think.
What
Maybe
is
a
this
little
new
less
technology?
than
What's going on?
that. He swapped his bird for the slot. Like, he swaps the bird early for the Agatha fight. Or not the Agatha fight, for the Lorelei fight. It saves a little bit of time, so he's going to have his Pidgey here. He actually got lucky. He has a Pidgey here, not a Spearow. That's actually lucky, because he didn't get the Manip. That also is a little bit of time save. So he did Bird Swap. Yeah, Bird Swap, it saves you a little bit of time if you do it optimally, because you don't have to switch the Pokemon in the fight.
Interesting.
But you have to do it optimally, which is hard to do.
New tech brought out for the semifinals.
It's very new tech. I've been seeing some discussion about it on the on the red-blue section.
All right, so
Of
Square's still
PSR.
very healthy. Again, he's going to lose his red bar during the Machamp on Bruno. And Hwangbro at 19 health, he will maintain red bar all the way through the end of Bruno. So another little edge for Hwangbro.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. It looks like Square's ahead right now, but of course, because Hwang got the deposit off, he's going to be saving time later when they go to the Elite Four at the very end. So it's going to, So right now, Hwangbro is ahead by a little bit. Just by a little bit. But, I mean, it's enough that he actually does have a lead here. Oh, Slam is scary. If it crits, it kills you, which is very spooky, but Slam non-crit is going to put him on the exact same place that Hwangbro would have been, because Hwangbro has that red bar. He's going to have that red bar, get a Harden, which I think is pretty fast.
So, all right, so that little edge that Hwangbro had diminished because Square will have the red bar throughout this fight.
I think Square has to use an extra potion in this next menu. I can check my notes here, but yeah, I think that yeah, the HP for Square is such that he's gonna have to use an extra potion here.
Decides to do. Of course, being updated that the bird swap strat is not new technology. Apparently, they did it before anyone's waking memory of this game, so not new, ancient.
But people realize that's faster recently, I think. So it's been like a new thing that people have
That's
talked
probably
about, I
a
think.
fair
So for that,
assumption.
even though, I mean, every strat in this is like an ancient strat, right?
Yeah, you
Because
tell
it's
me,
used
Con.
now
You
forever.
patronize their patronize. Fuck that. Sorry. All right,
So,
heading
yeah,
into the
it's-
Agatha fight. No trolls here. Come on, no drama. We don't want to see any drama here. Maybe minor drama to put them right next to each other.
Square wants minor drama. Square wants drama for this.
Dream
But
Eater for
Dream Eater's
Square.
fine. Gonna
No
take
drama
it.
for him. Just needs to hit this blizzard.
Oh, Hwangbro's menu's so much faster! Oh my god, he got Nightshade. That is insane. So he's gonna have red bar. So that's gonna put Hwangbro at a pretty substantial lead here. That makes Hwangbro's lead very substantial.
Oh wow, yep. Square does hit his blizzard, as does Hwangbro. So yeah, Hwangbro will make up some time here.
So I think the move from Square, I think what Square should do is that Hwangbro, I think, should still be saving before Lance, but maybe Square shouldn't save. I think maybe that's the play. You don't save before Lance, you just YOLO it. I think that Square, if he realizes that Hwangbro deposited, which he may not realize that, but if he realizes that Hwangbro deposited, then he's going to realize that he's actually behind a pretty substantial amount of time here. That is one nice thing about depositing, is that if you're not paying very, very, very careful attention to the race, then you're not going to realize that Hwangbro deposited here. And if you don't realize that, then hey, it might look like you're actually really, really close. Hey, it looks like he's ahead, but no, actually you are about 15 seconds or so behind.
Let's see what Square decides to do. I'd imagine he's aware of what Hwangbro's been up to.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Do you save? Do you not save? Does Hwangbro save? Does he not save? He's gonna
Square
save.
does save.
I still respect it. That it's still very flippy. So Hwangbro not saving. Wow.
Wow. Crazier, considering he only has his bird's dead, so this is it for him.
God, I really,
This is
I can't express how much I. Given that you're in the lead, you might as well save here because it plans for the contingency. I think that
crazy ending here.
I'm getting the feeling Square has gotten through so many races because his opponents have gotten wrecked.
Square dies to the crit.
Square dying.
Has to reset.
But Hwang
Hwangbro-
could die. If Hwang dies, it's just over. Did he?
Oh, but he does
that?
live. Oh
no,
my
he
god.
got it. Okay. Wow.
All right, so now Square on the back foot needs Hwangbro to
Needs a miracle.
get some bad luck during the champ fight.
Yeah, he needs a miracle, honestly. Did he X-act? So he doesn't know what to do. Wait, oh, you see, he's X-act X special. He has an extra X-act, which is nice.
Round 2 for Square.
All right, please don't let this crit.
All
Okay,
right,
good.
down to 18 health.
That's good
Make
HP
it
to
through.
YOLO it, actually. That's actually pretty good HP for YOLOing, I think. Yeah, he can just go here.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hwang
Hwangbro,
with a little bit of menu flubbing here. Could mess him up. He does have an X-act still. He has X special.
Yep, and he's at 39 health, so he's
Still
not
fine.
in red bar. So, see what he decides to do with his HP here. It might be worth just potioning to stay alive. But if Square Root, I don't think SquareRootofSheep can make up the time just with red bar alone.
No, he has to. Yeah, and Hwang is going to super here just to get a guarantee. I think this is guaranteed win. I think
The only
get
risk
very,
here would be
very-
like Blizzard Mist and Sky Attack. So that's it.
Yeah,
As
that's
long
it.
as that doesn't happen. All right, we'll find out real quick here.
Yeah, it's Square's got to pray for a miracle here. He did get rewarded for saving, which is nice.
X special for Hwangbro, and the first turn from Pidgeot is Whirlwind, so he should be fine here. Exact mirror move, he's fine. GG Hwangbro.
Yeah, I don't think Square can catch up here.
No,
I think
with the deposit
no.
and
yeah,
I
with
don't
the
think red bar's
deposit,
gonna be
with the
enough.
deposit, there's no way. Yeah, there's no chance. So GG to Hwangbro. Hwangbro played super duper well to catch
crazy
up the time.
run, really fast.
Really
run for
nice
both
run.
runners.
Yeah, both people played great. I mean, Square should be happy with this, honestly. You know, got a little trolled at the end, but honestly played really great. Kept everything really close for basically the entirety of the time, and really was never out of it until the very end, which is what you want.
And that the not saving for what was it, for Karate King and for Lance gave him enough time to comfortably potion heading into champ. So that fight wasn't risky at all for him.
Attack. Oh, the double hit!
He does live with 2
Oh my
health though.
gosh. All right, whatever. At least he's gonna finish. He's gonna finish the run. That's fine.
Yeah,
He's not coming back. He's still too far behind, but he's gonna finish the run. That's what matters. That's very lucky.
Jeez. It was a close race.
I want to
for
know
a
what
long
the time
time.
difference is going to be at the very end of this. I mean, it's going to be fairly substantial, I think.
Yeah, the difference should be, especially with the deposit.
Yeah, with the deposit going to be substantial. Yeah, Hwangbro's going to finish with like a 150, like a really low 151 here. That's actually pretty insane.
And it's crazy. Square is going to end up with a pretty respectable time here, but just losing out to a brilliant run from Hwangbro. You know, everything pretty much went his way. Little bit of bad luck heading in, pre-Brock. But aside from that, everything else pretty much working out for him. A couple YOLOs here at the end to close the gap, and then finally take the lead over SquareRootofSheep. And we have our second finalist, Hwangbro.
Yep, couldn't have been drafted up better. You got number 1, number 2 on the sort of Speedruns Live ELO leaderboards on here, so that it's gonna be such a hype final. I'm already super excited about it. Yeah, GG's to Square, GG's to Alan, who they tried really hard. Square should be very happy with this. I think most of Square's times before this race in the tournament have been not very great, and he's been sort of scraping by. This time he gave Hwangbro a good run for his money. So GG, Hwangbro. Hwangbro finishing the 151.33. Great tournament time. Really awesome time.
Absolutely. Definitely would love to see 151s in the tournament here. And hopefully our finals will deliver even faster times. Of course, the demands of the finals even greater than the semis. Tons of ELO sharks heading into that final round.
Yep.
GG's for Square.
Yeah, GG's. I was told, by the way, that the Xac from Hwangbro was intentional. I guess I must have missed a hydro pump miss, so that stalls it out. And it's a good option if you have an extra Xac there, because it guarantees that your blizzards are going to hit, so you don't get trolled by blizzard misses. So makes sense. Yeah, GG. And GG is Square, who finishes 40 seconds behind. So, I mean, Square also taking that death, so with that death would have been like 20 seconds behind or so. So, I mean, in retrospect, definitely looks like Hwangbro made all the right risks. Every single risk they took, completely acceptable risk, because if he had died and Square had not died, then wouldn't be in it. So completely acceptable risks made the
if he had
right
saved if he had saved for Lance and Square didn't die, then he would have just barely been edged out.
Yeah, Hwangbro,
GG's.
GG on the
Hwangbro.
run. Congratulations. Really nice run. Really nice risks that you took at the end. What are your thoughts?
Thank you. I think Square played extremely well, and I felt like it was really hard trying to make the right decisions. And at the end, I just came down to if I just need to get lucky, and that's just what happened. And unfortunately, Lance decided, but I mean, Square was playing super well.
I think you're still winning because you deposited, he didn't. I think Lance death maybe costs like 20, 25 seconds or something like that. I think even without the Lance death, you still win there because you didn't save before Lance, you didn't save before Karate Guy, you deposited your Pokemon right, you took all the risks that were necessary to gain that little bit of time, and that actually gave you a cushion where I think that had Lance gone okay and you both had the same RNG, you were clearly winning there.
It would have been close, especially since I leveled out of Red Bar during Lance. So Square had a perfect Lance enchant, it would have been extremely close.
Yeah, your HP was a little teeny bit high at the end of that. So it would have been a little close. But and his HP was really good after the second Lance, of course. Obviously, it was bad on the first Lance because he died.
Did you get 2-turn Fury Attack, Square?
Yeah, 2-turn.
Oh my god.
So,
jeez.
Hwangbro, did you make up the decision to start making risks before Verdian Gym or Karate King?
Well, I knew I was not going to save for Black Belt because I didn't have enough buffer for me to react to Square's fight. If I were further behind, I could decide later because I could tell, if he lived, I would not save, and if he died, I could save. But since I didn't have that buffer, I already went in thinking I'm not going to save. I had already decided that I was going to deposit 2 and do bird swap, and then potentially YOLO like Lancer Champ if Agatha didn't go well. But so most of it until
Red Bar and Agatha too, which was really nice.
Yeah, most of it until Agatha, like what my decisions then were pretty set in stone, and then from there I just sort of reacted to what happened to Square.
How were you feeling as you were watching Hwangbro creep up on you through up until Viridian Gym?
It's definitely nerve-wracking. Like, I knew he must have not saved for Blackville and probably also hit the ride-on range.
Yeah, I think that's might have been my best Giovanni like ever because I didn't get that many crits and got the range, and it was like a ridiculous split, regardless of like race or not. But
you scared me into thunderbolting the Growlithe on.
Oh, I saw that too. Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah, I completely missed that.
Added a turn of agility. It only got 1 agility off, though. I guess with the X speed, you outspeed it the next turn.
Chris, Alan, sorry that your Paris couldn't make it through. He tried.
Yeah, it was rough. I tried my best there, but the Paris, I was kind of soft locked.
So
if I only wanted to go with the Paris.
You were soft locked. Paris percent was definitely soft locked there.
So was it a decision not to save before Oddish Girl?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest here. I know in the current state that I'm playing, and I'm not out executing either of these guys. So I figured, I had a good run. I might as well just try out some risks, and then maybe if all the pieces come together, there's a way. But I
No,
don't
I
think
respect it a lot. I think that like when you're doing these races, the best move is to say, okay, it's not just how good I am, how good am I relative to my competition, because you have to win this race. And so like, it was sort of clear looking at things that like, you know, you were like falling like little teeny bits behind from various things, and so I respect that. I think that's definitely a good move to make when you're sort of in that zone. You gotta increase the risks and increase the variance a little bit, which I totally respect. But yeah, hats off to Square. You played so great. Like literally, we were saying like, yeah, Hwangbro's just gonna add execute at the end. Like we saw him practicing, you know, Blaine last time he was streaming forever, and I think he actually did gain like a little bit of time on Blaine Split, which is actually insane. But yeah, like at the very end on Victory Road, Square was consistently a half a second ahead of Hwang and just kept that half second ahead for the entirety of Victory Road. So you were playing great at the end under the pressure. So hats off to you on that.
Really silly. I didn't realize what happened on your Lorelei. It didn't occur to me that you deposited. I don't know why.
We had a
Otherwise,
hunch that
I think I wouldn't have saved for
Yeah.
Lance, possibly.
I
was
had a
wondering why you
feeling.
had
I just
saved.
forgot. I totally
very
was
tricky.
like, what'd he do? Did he like reload a boulder? Like what?
Yeah, it's
If you only
tricky.
had-
It's hard to say if someone saves before Lorelei or not. If you don't know, if you know, then you play differently because
Positive.
then you know, like,
Positive.
okay, I might be ahead, and so if I'm ahead, then but they deposited their Pokemon, then now I got to play a little bit riskier.
Yeah.
But it worked out. I mean, you died to Lance. If he had died to Lance, then you would have won by default.
Oh, true. Yeah,
Yep.
if you didn't save.
Or if
So
I died
he
to
had
two
Agatha as
revives.
well.
If you had 2 revives, you could maybe still. Pull
But
out
he
the victory.
deposited though.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if you
so if
deposit,
I
so he's actually just dead in the
Yeah.
water if that happens.
did to Agatha
Guys are
or
blowing my
Lance or
mind.
anything. Yeah.
So, congrats to Hwangbro. You're making it into the finals where you face Araya and an opponent to be determined. You're going to be watching the next race with any rooting interests?
I think it'd be really fun to race Matt in the finals, just because for me it's kind of like a storyline. Like Araya is like a legendary racer forever. I only started coming up in the last couple years, and then Matt is like brand new like this year, and he's gotten really sick. So I think it'd be pretty cool that in that aspect, like old versus new.
If you look at the ELO rankings, Matt has like 160 races or something crazy
Yeah,
over the
it's
past
ridiculous.
year. Yeah, he's insane.
I think I mean Ender is definitely like super good, and
Ender looked so good in the last. Like Ender had so much bad RNG in the last race and still finished with a 152. Like it was completely absurd.
and then who's the third? Stokey, of course.
I'm
Stokey is a interesting case to talk about. But I mean, I'm pretty friendly with all three. I think all three racing in the finals would be a blast. So yeah, I'm just gonna watch and bring out the popcorn.
Hopefully it's a good race. Like this race was awesome. All three of you put on a good show. I appreciate that. After the travesty that happened yesterday, I appreciated all of you putting on a good show, having a nice race, not taking any crazy risks before Moon. I appreciated that.
No.
Wait, what had happened to your? Did you guys both do backup pairs?
Yeah,
Yep.
they both had to do backup pair. You all missed one manip in the run. You missed the Pidgey. They got the Pidgey. Then you got the Paris. They both missed the text box. Square might have gotten IGT'd on the throw. I don't know though. Your text box clear looked fine to me.
Feel strongly about it being an IGT, but I could be wrong.
I thought it looked good. I knew Alan's was bad, and Alan knew it was bad because he just ran.
Yeah.
I knew that
I meant,
one looked
I totally
bad.
misworded that. I meant I have a strong feeling it was an IGT. Is what I meant
Oh,
to say.
It was, yeah.
I
That's
could be
what
wrong,
I
but
think
it
too.
was.
I think it was too. I think that it looked good to me when I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, he got it. And then it didn't catch, and I was like, oh okay.
Yeah.
So
That's actually pretty
yeah.
silly of me. Like I actually got path 4, and then I just did the wrong movement when I was reading my notes, and then
did you?
Yeah.
Wait, but it went, so it went up. I thought the NPC is supposed to go to the right, not the left.
path
I wrong?
4
Maybe
is
I'm wrong.
on 4.0. It's up left.
Oh, okay. Well,
On
then I
4
just
it goes
remember that
left,
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you missed it because it went left, but I guess that's the right movement. Oh, you know what it is? It's because we just watched because Alan got the up path, but his NPC went right. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong about that too. Maybe I just misremembered because we saw the exact same like first NPC thing from that. But I forget that like depending on whether you're doing the newer or the older paths, it changes the NPC movement slightly, I guess.
I'm a little upset that I didn't do 60 out of 60 cans.
Oh, did you get
Oh,
Aggie
that was a
Tree?
bummer too.
Yep.
But the backup,
No.
the backup's great though. The backup is nice for that at least.
No, dude.
But yeah, you got a little trolled by that. Everyone got like
I was
little small
greedy.
trolls here and there. Besides Alan, who got the big troll at the end there. But everyone got sort of like smallish trolls.
Ember turns out super effective against Paris.
Yeah. That card.
Yeah, we learned that today.
That was
We learned that Paris is a grass poison type today. I thought it
Grass
was just
bug.
poison type. So grass bug. Yeah.
Isn't it poison bug though, or am I crazy?
Grass bug. I'm pretty sure.
Apparently it's grass
it's
bug.
grass
Yeah.
Wow.
So we learned.
All right. So any final words? Any shout outs from the runners?
Thank you guys for commentating as per usual, and thanks to the other two for making this still exciting even after I dropped.
No, this was a good race. I mean, you made it really far. Like, you took a risk that you need to take. It didn't work out, but, it happens. So I respect it. So, yeah, it was a great race. Really awesome. Thank you all so much for running. Thank you to the viewers for watching. It's been very exciting. If you're watching, stick around for Alan and someone else. I just know that Alan's commentating, but
Pickle
Alan's
Plop.
going to be commentating the last race. Who's going to be commentating?
Pickle plop.
Pickle Plop and myself.
Pickle Plop and Alan going to be commentating the last race of the day. So if you haven't had enough Pokemon excitement, enough hype, stick around for that. That's going to be happening in about 15 minutes here.
Go follow the runners on their Twitch channels. Go follow Econ Sean, fellow commentator.
Yeah,
Go
follow
me,
Ward as
TR.
well.
Enjoy the race coming up, guys. Thanks everyone for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
See
you all in 15 minutes.
Girl. I accidentally stepped in front of her. That was another mistake.
I also was
Oh.
wondering, like, you're crazy for going in and not saving, but
You see me, and then I was like, I'm not thunderbolting at whatever it is at.
All right,
Yeah.
GG's guys. Have fun.
GG's everyone.
See you in the
Take
chat
care.
for the next one.
Good luck on the commentary later. Congrats, Hwangbro. Take care.